Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello, welcome to Monday. Short week here. Dang. Got 4th of July coming up on Thursday, and nobody's going to do any kind of good work on Friday. That just ain't going to happen.
Oh, man, no one's doing anything on Monday either. I've been so shitty today.
There you go, yeah. It's kind of the way it is. We're going to be dialing it in all week long. So I know a lot of people doing vacation stuff, too. Kind of looking around there. We got a couple bosses here, like the big boss is out on vacation, so you know when that happens.
The boss is away.
Oh, yeah.
Time to play.
Time to throw some jack-o'-lanterns off the building balcony.
How mad would she be if she came back and found out we were kicked out of the building?
Yeah, she got to deal with an eviction of 7 radio stations when she gets back.
Let's not.
Yeah, probably not. Nah, we can lay low. It's all good. Let me see here. Got a couple emails about the inevitable. People wanting to talk a little bit more about what happened with cocktails and karaoke and the sudden death. Just go through these here quickly. Xavier said, you guys should stop doing sudden death and have Virginia be the responsible person for ending it. It'll be her legacy. She is not a good sudden death player. Such a diva. And already in the chat room, there's a fight that's broken out, and one person's left because of it.
There's a huge fight in the chat room.
Yeah.
And it starts off, Andy in the chat room, I'm listening to Jaybird and Virginia bitching, and it's honestly the worst. Virginia whines every time she has to do anything. She puts on the victim act. It's the worst. But goes on. This goes on. And this is before the podcast started.
Yeah.
For a good... I mean, he's fighting with everybody.
A couple lines, yeah, and then some people defending and kind of like say, well, don't listen. And then finally he's just like, all right, bye, peace, and he bounces. So.
And then they're saying, listening to Bird and Virginia fight, it's awkward. Well, I mean, it's just part of it. It's part of y'all, you cannot work with somebody for 15 to 20 years in a creative environment and not have some brush ups. It's just going to happen.
We have about an annual... Fuck you. No, fuck you.
We had one, you know what? Because 4th on Flagler's coming up. I remember in the Uncle Sam costume, me and you making up. I'm like, all right, we're cool, Virginia. So maybe it's something about the beginning of July.
Maybe it's just how we celebrate our nation. Every 4th of
Your
July,
own fireworks?
We must have fireworks.
I mean, me and Virginia have fought a lot. It happens.
And it'll probably happen again.
Yeah, I love Virginia, but we can get on each other's nerves sometimes. It happens.
It happens.
Okay.
You don't fight with your family? Please, bitch, please.
Yeah, and sometimes it's going to happen on the air, too. It just happens.
Yeah.
So there was that, and here's another one from Lacey. She said, is no one going to talk about the lady who put on the best show of all time on Friday and then dropped Jaybird and then dipped out of Brother Jimmy's right after?
She was fantastic.
We have that video, and we're going to release that. It's amazing.
Yeah, Melinda, I think was her name. She was great. I don't think she necessarily dipped out. It looked like it because you just kind of whisked around to the back, but she went to kind of like, because the bar wraps around outside. I think she went there, and I think she got some nachos.
Aww.
Yeah.
She was awesome.
Yeah, because I saw Justin, your hairdresser, he was there, and he's like going, oh, Melinda's over there. She's my favorite ever. And she's eating the nachos. She's like, oh, boy, I'm so tired. She was just like eating her nachos. Yeah.
Well, she just performed.
It was an amazing performance, yeah.
You don't see that good of a performance from, I don't know, Beyonce.
You deserve a break and a plate of nachos for something like that.
She was working it.
I'm texting Dennys right now to make sure that deserves for the people to see that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Lacey says, I saw a manager walking in a huff up and down the restaurant with a police officer a few minutes later. Any idea what happened? Yeah, I don't think it had anything to do with Melinda. I think she was all good. We all loved what she did. I don't know. I mean, you never know those kind of things, what could have been happening.
With our crowd, it could have been any number of violations.
Me and Dennys were talking about how Friday night people were noticeably crunk and turned. I mean, I think even the kids were drinking.
Yeah, it was insane. It was a lot of fun. So
it was a blast. I love Brother Jimmy's.
Yeah, it's the right move.
It is such the right move.
Yeah, it's a good home for the cocktails and karaoke. So, yeah, we had a really good time, and I think the plan is pretty much do it about once a month. So
I love it.
yeah, you'll get a little bit of a break, and if you weren't able to make it, you got another chance to come out.
There'll probably be another fight.
I think the next one is the day before my birthday on the 26th.
Oh, shit.
So let's make it my birthday party.
It
Let's do
has
it.
to be.
Yeah.
I agree. That'd be a great idea.
And it's your party. You can fight if you want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight. I just want Kevin to wear assless chaps. That's all I want for my birthday.
I don't know. I have to go with another request.
I could totally rock the shit out of those things with some butt bongos.
You could.
Oh, yeah. Play We Will Rock You.
I mean, what would really be nice is if both of you showed up in assless chaps. I know the bird's in.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do it.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would be happy about that. I literally have the grossest ass this side of the Mississippi.
Yeah. Is that an official
It
stat?
is. I'll do it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know, it would be turned on.
Let me see here. Steven, he's got a comment. He says, anytime Virginia says chemicals, I lose 5 IQ points. What chemicals are you talking about? I think he's talking about chemicals in food. Chemicals make up everything, including your whole body. I think you're meaning like the ones you can't pronounce.
I mean additives, and I mean preservatives and hormones and all the crap that is added to food now. If you need me to break it down for you, just go Google it.
Don't fuck with Vicious Meat today.
She's ready.
Seriously.
Do you want to hear
Seasoning on
do
it.
you want to hear what Metal Bandier or Metal Beer Dan has to say in the chat room? It's a tough name to say. I am really having a tough time today.
I'm telling you, you can stay hungover for multiple days after, and we got after it.
Yeah, and I think I had a couple drinks on Saturday too, so I'm still kind of
So you really beat yourself down there in a 24-hour period.
a little bit.
What is Metal Leered Band saying?
Metal Leered Band.
Oh, I'm trying to stir the pot. Don't even sweat it.
Well, talking about what must be chemicals, Andrew sent this in, said, hey, this guy looks like Kevin, but what I think is more interesting, it's a box for what is called a cheese printer, and it looks like you can take your own personal photos and then have them print out on slices of cheese.
Wow.
Which,
That guy kind of looks like you in the cheese.
that's what he's saying, yes. That's why he sent it to me, but I'm more fascinated with just...
the cheese printer.
Yeah, I didn't know there was such a thing as a cheese printer.
There's a lot to be excited about in that picture.
Yeah, but you're talking about chemicals? What exactly is printing your photo on the cheese, and then is that something you need to be eating?
That's
Edible ink does not sound chemical free.
I'm in though for a novelty meal. Let's do this shit.
You don't mind chemicals.
I actually love chemicals in my food. I know they're bad for me. I get it. They taste great.
A little bit of information here. Michelle, following up on your security deposit info, Jaybird.
Yes.
Yep. So in Florida, statute writes that your landlord has 30 days to inform you in writing what portion of your deposit is being withheld and for what. If they fail to do this, then you are entitled to a full refund of your deposit. So if you do not receive this written notice, it's a simple to-do. You go to the Self-Help Center and file a small claim motion stating that you did not receive your deposit back and did not receive a written notice. You'll get your deposit back as well as your court costs to file because the landlord forfeited her right to these funds when she did not give you proper notice. They have mediators there to help you complete the packet and file it. It's very simple. Don't let them win, Jaybird. Get your money back, especially since you did so much when you moved out.
There's one word in there that's going to keep him from doing this. And you know what that one word is?
What was the word? Because I think I heard it.
Packet.
Yeah.
That's the one word.
You're right, man.
That packet to him is like kryptonite.
Packet with a mediator. Yeah, I don't. It all sounds so fucked. Sometimes you just take the L in life, right?
Just taking the L, huh?
Yeah.
It's going to roll over and...
I appreciate the info, though. That's very, very good
Can
information.
somebody else file it on your behalf, or it has to be you?
This sounds like a great job for one Randy Pennington. He was on the lease at one point because he moved in after. So technically, he could. And this is such an old person type of. He would love to do this.
Yes. Retired guy, plenty of time.
Packets, paperwork, just his game.
Just his game. There you go, Dad. This is Natalia sent this in, said, I love you guys. I was listening to the show about Jaybird having somebody knocking on his door. I live in the same townhouses, but by the park, and no one should even be walking to his door. Once they cross the patio, now they're on your property. So that is trespassing.
How do they know? How does this motherfucker know where I live?
I think everybody knows where you live.
No, they shouldn't though. They should.
You kind of draw attention.
Well, I get that, but how does that person emailing the fucking show know? I am a bit. All right, go on.
You can also lock your gate for safety.
I hear you. The gate can't. Remember I lost those keys?
Yeah.
The gate keys?
Oh, you lost the keys to the gate. You better not lock the gate.
I got it now.
You'll be trying to jump over a 6-foot-tall fence.
I gotta get a new gate or a new lock for the gate. And don't send me no fucking emails about how I'm not an adult and I need to be more like Kevin. Send that to Kevin. I don't give a shit.
Rosemary sent a long email here about a guy that is not very ambitious. He's 29, sounds like a lazy dude, has actually a drinking issue as well. She's nearly 45, and I think what it is she basically feels guilty from stepping away from this individual and leaving them kind of high and dry. But
is it her boyfriend?
yeah, that's somebody she's had a relationship with. He moved in with her. Just, it's, how those stories go where it's like he's just not doing, he's too tired to do any work.
He doesn't want to pull his weight. He
just,
likes the fact that you're taking care of him.
Right. It's tough.
And you probably liked it in the beginning because he's younger.
I think anything that kind of like, sometimes we stay in awful situations just because it's routine and it's easy. And it is harder to shake up routine, but sometimes, unfortunately, you just got to shake the fleas.
And I think sometimes people think they can't do better either. They think they've gotten the best they can ever do. That's bullshit.
That is bull. And the fact that you're writing us and asking us about it, Rosemary, I think you already know the answer. If you're already trying to figure out ways to get him out, you got to get him out.
And I would argue that you're doing better just by not having him in your life.
Thank you.
That really is doing better.
And don't move these boy toys in. Don't take care of them on that level. Play with them, have your fun with them, and then tell them there's the door.
Yeah.
Don't take them in. They're not stray pets. You're not going to save these guys. I know a lot of girls, I'm going to save him. And then the novelty of that wears off real quick when you're paying all the bills and he's not helping.
Yeah. I get people trying to avert taking on somebody else's baggage. I think it's probably the best move. I mean, as long as if you can afford to do it, even if you got a small apartment, to me, I'd rather be in a small, dinky-ass little apartment than in a bigger apartment with somebody that's a pain in the ass. And I'm fighting with them to do any kind of chores around the house or pay any bills or whatever. But you know what? Give me a small, dinky-ass apartment by myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So sometimes one's got to be alone. It's more peaceful sometimes.
Yeah. I mean,
It can be.
I tell you, man.
Just sit him down and tell him the ride's over, baby.
I think
That's
it's
it.
why you're seeing less people getting, married today and dealing with that kind of stuff, because it is. There's a lot of work that goes into getting divorced and separating, all that stuff that people are just like, oh, man, they hear enough stories from their friends and whatever. They're just going through a nightmare situation. I mean, I was just thinking about this one, that guy that won the lottery. He's been separated from his wife for 2 years and knows her half of his lottery winnings. And he's been trying to get the divorce finalized, and it's just she's been dragging her feet on it. She's like, I'm glad I did. I just got half your lottery winnings. How pissed would you be if you're him?
Oh, he's probably going to be so angry. He's not going to even be able to enjoy the money.
No.
He's going to be so mad.
Or the person you married, and then they all of a sudden, 5 years in, they are completely different, and you're like, who the fuck did I marry? What the shit is this?
That could happen to any of us.
That could happen to any of us, and it's scary. And when you're single, you're like, yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Just be out there, go date guys. Don't move them in.
Yep. If I were out there again, I'd just be out there dating guys.
Let some guy move you in, okay?
Yeah.
How about that? Let some guy pay for your bills. Don't you foot some guy's bills.
If you weren't with the queen and you were single, do you think you would ever get married again, or would you just probably? Yeah.
No. I'm a one and done. I even said that when I was getting married. I'm like, I will do this one time, and that's it. Like I'm in this for. Yeah, I will say I do one time, and if this thing didn't work out, it'd be it. No more.
There's a few people that I know that is going through what I just talked about, where they both feel like they have married someone that is completely different than who they first married, and everything's affected by that. Their job's affected. They don't enjoy anything. Everything is just so sad because they have to go back to that one person that they don't like anymore or even love.
That's scary.
Real scary.
I hear you. Horrifying stuff. Let me see here. We got fun little passive-aggressive thing. Okay, what do you think? Is this fair or foul? There is a guy that's kind of going viral. He sent out a tweet about what he does, and the tweet has now been liked over 246,000 times. What his thing is apparently whenever his girlfriend is nasty to him or they just are having a little bit of a spat or something like that, he will post a photo of them together, but he photoshops her forehead so it looks a little bigger, and depending upon how much he's annoying him, that's how much bigger he makes her forehead. So in some of the photos, she looks kind of like she's like a cave woman. And it's just a regular kind of small little photo.
Does she know he's doing this?
I think after time, she was like, all right, motherfucker, you know. So he finally put out a tweet and shared the side-by-side photos of what it originally looked like and how he's increased it. Apparently, it's something she's a little bit sensitive of, too. So
she already thinks she has a big forehead?
I think so. So he makes it even a little bit bigger and then posts up a photo. So it looks like a loving photo. And then it's like, but it's just subtle enough.
She's like, is my forehead getting bigger?
This guy is diabolically genius.
I think that's why people liked it, because that's a pretty good little passive-aggressive. Just a little twist.
Kind of awesome.
Yeah.
That is really awesome. Yeah. Unless she's like breaking down
Unless
over
she's
it.
crying. Yeah, then it's not nice, but it's still funny.
Yeah. Big day tomorrow, Jay-Bird. I don't know if you know what tomorrow is. Today's National Chicken Wing Day. Tomorrow.
4th of July Eve?
No.
When's 4th of July?
4th of July Eve is going to be Wednesday.
So the 4th is on Thursday.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Kev, baby, tell me.
World UFO Day.
Oh, yes, I did know this. I swear I did. Mm-hmm. It's on my Twitter.
It is. Okay. Yeah, that's going down tomorrow. They say just between June 1st and June 27th, there have already been 30 UFO sightings reported in Florida.
Oh, yeah, Virginia.
That's more than one a day.
Real hotbed of activity.
Wow. Actually, no, it's not. That's the odd thing. They said because they came out the national numbers, and even though that seems like it might be high, they say Florida sightings are only average compared to much of the country when you look at the overall population of the state.
Is it North Carolina that's the number one? It's one of the Carolinas that's got a ton of UFOs. We talked to the hotline.
The Carolinas need to slow their roll because they also lead the league in Sasquatch sightings too.
You're right. There's a lot of crazy shit out there.
Yeah, beautiful hair.
That guy was definitely on something.
That guy's a
The
star.
same guy's called in the I seen a UFO bright in the sky like a light.
There's this UFO hotline we call sometimes on the Weird Whatever podcast. And this guy is awesome. He's really credible. But I guess that some people prank him. And the first couple times we had him on, it was when our phones weren't working. So we kept, hey, we've got John from the UFO hotline. How's it going? Hey, how's it? Click, click. He's like, are you guys trying to mess with me? He thought we were fucking with him. And I actually really wanted to talk to him.
You're like, no, we love you.
I swear to you, I believe.
So he thinks this is another gimmick and another
Oh,
prank.
I think we hung up on it like 3 times. Yeah.
Poor guy.
But there's a real UFO hotline you can call at any point.
Okay.
They'll give you all the...
And what is it? They give you sightings, or is it just a place you call if you have a sighting?
Yeah, if you have a sighting, you call. But he will talk to you if you ask him pretty much anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He very, very credible guy.
All right.
Military man.
Oh, okay. All right. So, yes, that's a big day, I guess, for Weird and Whatever.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, if you're into the alien stuff. And, you know, they said Florida should have more than its average of sightings because we've got all these military bases. You've got Kennedy Space Center. So there's a lot of aerial objects in the sky. I mean, think about remember when the rockets were going off and they kind of changed them up? Now they look like sperm.
Yeah.
People are like going, like, what is going on here? I mean, it looks like, Suits was out there and just had a good night. Firing one off.
I picture Suits just like coming real quick like lasers and then just dropping to his knees because he's so exhausted.
But there's like confetti coming out too.
Yes.
It's not just cum.
It is.
It's the best sound effect ever.
Very exciting. Yeah, so when that was going down, a lot of people were, calling in. I'm sure they got a lot of alien sightings on it. They'd be, well, what is it? I don't know. It took us a little while to get used to that. So, yeah, you'd think we'd have more than what we do. Well, here we go. Another Jaybird and Dennys Stoner question here. If you had a chance to save yourself or 10 random innocent people, who do you choose? If you save yourself, all 10 innocent people die. If you save them, you die. So you have never met any of these people, and they are outstanding human beings.
They're great people.
They're great people.
They're just great people.
They're just excelling in their fields.
They just are, they are the best of the best in their field.
Morally,
yes.
professionally.
So you have to either kill yourself or you kill them. What do you pick?
Sorry, strangers.
Really? They're done?
I got babies.
What do you do, Mr. Boy Scout? By the way, these 10 people, they're going to go on to do extraordinary things for the human race.
Not now, they're not.
Well, not in Virginia's world.
I almost think you have to save them. I mean, especially for, my standing where it's like, yeah, I've got kids, but, here I am, I'm a guy. I think it's just still in our society. It's expected that you need to do that, because if not, you're the person that let 10 people die. That's one you got to live with, too, inside your own brain and outside in life. Otherwise, you die a hero, and you have that vehicle, and he died a hero.
And just know, if you decide to save those 10 people, your death is like Saw style. Very long, very torturous. This voice comes, Kevin, I'm going to kill you. Like, it goes on for a good
I hope I get credit for that. I hope that somehow, it comes out and be like, oh my gosh, he had such a long, terrible death. So what he did was an amazing sacrifice.
You get some credit for it, but some people on Twitter, they take it away.
They always will.
It's also going to be reported that you did poop yourself during the torture part.
Those are the first.
I'm sure I will.
Well, those are the first photos released, Virginia.
It's a photo of me laying there, and of course, it was again the other time I chose to wear those white workout pants.
Yes.
I've only worn them once before, and it was a bad idea.
Or it could be those cream-colored cargo shorts that everybody hates.
Cream color.
Yeah. You're right.
Oh, brown's going to show up real nice on those.
Yeah, so basically that's what you're dealing with. You save the innocent 10 people, but man, it's going to suck for you.
Yeah, no, I think you got to. What do you do, Jaybird?
I think I have to save the people. I say that on the air. I'll tell you that I saved myself.
Yeah, it's easy enough to say it right here. Yeah, we're not going to go through any pain or anything awful.
No.
So yeah, it makes it a lot easier to do right now. Dennys, is he going to save the people?
Dennys would not save the people.
Oh, he would not?
No.
He said screw him, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, there you go. That's probably what a lot of people would choose.
So me and Dennys are dicks.
Yeah, I think basically.
Hashtag Dick Club.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Anything to drop in on us, you can. Mail at kvjshow.com. MAIL at kvjshow.com. Y'all enjoy your Monday. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.